Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Corridors of Time. I'm your host, Chronolink9. I have a very special unboxing to do today. It'll be a lot of fun. So, actually, funnily enough, what's up? Okay, just hold on a sec.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment of your time to hear the message of the three goddesses?
Ooh, sorry, I'm a little bit busy, but I'll take this. Hey, look, another timeline split.
Where?
Okay, him out of the way. So yeah, after that little weird turn of events, I have procured The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. Now, when I first heard this announced for Japan, I was extremely excited. I actually really was looking forward to maybe importing this, but unfortunately the prices, as you may know, for import books in Japan are sky high, considering you also have to pay enormous amounts of shipping just to ship a book over here. So I was a little saddened by that, and I knew I would save up someday to get enough. But then, fortunately enough, Dark Horse Comics announced earlier last year that they were going to be publishing the Hyrule Historia in January. So it's really exciting to actually finally get this in my hands. I just really love the design of this cover. It's an excellent sort of it's the Gate of Time from Skyward Sword, and I just love Skyward Sword. It was an awesome game. So let's just let's jump in, shall we? So here we have this is sort of like the watercolor artwork that you see in Skyward Sword, and I think that's also on the same sort of thing actually on the outer cover. So just really great how it's a lot of this book is really dedicated to Skyward Sword. Probably the majority. It delves into all the games, but it spends the most time on Skyward Sword since it was the most recent game that was released. So, so here we have some great artwork here of Skyward Sword, and I love the amount of detail that went into this book. It's just outstanding. The artwork is just gorgeous. I love all these like concept designs. They're just amazing. I can't get enough of this sort of thing. I know, Square Enix tends to do this with their Final Fantasy books, their Ultimania Omega, and they go into a lot of story details and extra things. Nintendo doesn't really seem to do that very often, so for them to do this here is actually really, really nice, and just really a great celebration of 25 years and beyond. So here we have some designs of some of the villagers in Skyloft from Skyward Sword, and it's just really great, really great. I mean, some monster designs, enemy design. This was, oh man, love that boss fight. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say? It's just really magnificent stuff. I mean, wow. Here is probably one of the biggest reveals of this book is that timeline theorists can now at last finally stop arguing with people who say there is no timeline. There is a Zelda timeline, and here it is arrayed out in this book, and it's just really great to finally and now the great thing about this though is that it actually opens it up. The sort of text says that this isn't necessarily set in stone, so it kind of makes it so that Nintendo's really admitting that they don't know what they're doing, kind of. That they're basically saying, it's subject to change. We're going to change it around because we're making more games. It's not, we don't plan this out ahead of time specifically. So, but it's just really nice to at last kind of have this set in stone, at least for some time. So, really great. And this whole section is really dedicated to sort of going into the story of all the games and how they sort of tie into each other. Even going into things like the alphabet here, really, really great detail, showing it off here. Here talking about the Minish Cap, Ocarina of Time. Funnily enough, one of the timelines actually has Hero of Time and Ocarina of Time losing in the fight against Ganon, which is really strange. If you, but once you think about it more and you see sort of what games are placed in that timeline, it does kind of make sense, and it almost opens it up after Adventure of Link for them to, that they haven't really explored this sort of timeline in a long time, and So maybe they could look into that sometime soon. Maybe that will be what the next Zelda game will, sort of will be in that kind of timeline after Adventure of Link. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So yeah, there's just this whole section is just all dedicated to story and showing off characters and how everything's tying into each other, and it's just really great, the amount of detail. And then this next section is just concept art for all the games. Here's Zelda 1 concept art back in the 1980s, 87 I think it was. Really great stuff. Here's things for Adventure of Link and Link to the Past designs, Ocarina of Time. There's a really interesting Wind Waker design, kind of seeing where they sort of had an idea of maybe making like a lanky kind of adult Link kind of figure, and it's really interesting. But so yeah, this book is just a must-have for Zelda collectors. I'm telling you, if you guys are a fan of the series, any game in the series, really, you should look at picking this up. It's really not that pricey. I got it for about $20, so it's really just great stuff for a nice price. There was a collector's edition that was really limited, but yeah, that sold out really fast, and I think that's going on exorbitant prices on eBay, which is just ridiculous. But it also, on the back section, there's also a manga here done by Akira Himekawa, who's done various Legend of Zelda mangas in the past, and it's just really great to see, to see this here. I love that. Such a great picture there. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's just sort of my overview of the Hyrule Historia. But actually, there's something else I wanted to go into today. This is excellent. This is something I've been waiting for a long time, but there's actually something that I've been waiting for even longer, and I'll sort of get into that. So I'm going to start the story back a couple years ago. There was a Kickstarter for a project called, it was called Project Morello originally. When it was finally revealed on Zelda Reorchestrated's website, it actually turned out to be an enormous undertaking called the Twilight Symphony. The Twilight Symphony essentially was trying to get the soundtrack of Twilight Princess all done in high-quality synthesizers by the group, Zelda Reorchestrated, and what they did was eventually created an entire symphony into different movements of the soundtrack of Twilight Princess, and it spanned over 2.5 hours and 3 discs. It eventually got to. They just kept finding new ways to put the music into the arrangement. So it's really exciting that I have this today. So let's look at the Kickstarter. So here it is. I actually just wanted to unpackage it just to make sure what it was, but I haven't unwrapped it yet. So let's open it up. So it actually came with, because I was a certain tier reward, I actually got a promotional card here, as you can see, that was signed by everybody on the Zelda Reorchestrated team, or the higher ups. So you have ebook and Jaron Moore. And a couple of the other guys. So this is really great. I just love that you've been down sort of there, if you can see it. Trying to get it out of the reflection. And then the back here, Twilight Symphony with the fused shadows symbol. Let's see if I can get it good there. So yeah, it's just really cool little promotional card. So definitely be keeping that. And so here's the actual CD itself, or the CDs itself, I guess you could say. So you have the symbol of the Mirror of Twilight, sort of track list on the back. If I can get it closer, you can kind of see track list. And I really like what they did with the Triforce symbols up there too. So let's unpackage this bad boy. Get that out of the way. Actually, this got delayed. The printing got delayed a couple of different times, simply because Nintendo actually offered a hand to the Zelda Reorchestrated team after they had after the Kickstarter was done, just sort of I don't know exactly what they did. I think they might have helped maybe marketing a little bit. I know there was an ad in Nintendo Power, actually, the last Nintendo Power issue for this album. It will finally, I think it will be released to the general public eventually. I don't know if you can still get physical copies that way. I'm not entirely sure about that, but this is just really, really exciting. You know, 2 years ago, this has been quite the effort. So let's see if we can get that out of here. So this is like a little plastic kind of slipcase here, and you can see here artwork. It's got Twilight Symphony on it. Just try to open it. Ooh, CD's falling out. Oh no! Okay, get in there. So yeah, it says kind of arrayed 3 discs. I have that upside down. Arrayed 3 discs, kind of. So you've got the Midna symbol, you got this Master Sword here, and the light arrows, sort of right on the discs, and the artwork on the back. I really, really love the artwork they chose for this. I actually had this on my Facebook. It was my cover photo for a while. Just really, really nice sort of style. Let's get a better close-up of that. Really, really great. Really, really nice artwork there. So let's see if I can... If they're supposed to, haha, there you are. So, kind of a charcoal version of the same thing. An in-depth look, and I wanna just find here because of my support, I actually got in the credits here, project backers. So I just want to get my name out there. Haha, found it. Sweet. All right, let's see if I can find it there. We'll focus. Huh? You kind of see it. Alexander Jones. Yeah, that's it right there. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to brag a little bit. But anyways, yeah, this is just really, really nice, guys. As you can see. So yeah, really, really excited to have this. I just wanted to do this unboxing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you like what you see. I have a few other videos coming soon, so stay tuned, and until next time.